It was really where I got my career started off. It was a hit series, A lot of fans, a lot of views. And with that amount of fame, it was just like my characters, I need to keep them up, I need to keep them fresh.
And how was it working with your fellow castmates?
Some of them were very, let's just say, interesting.
Oh yeah, it was messed up. I was away for a bit on one of those because I was in rehab.
What was Juan like in real life? Such a famous name. What was he like behind the scenes?
He was like Juan. First of all, thank you so much for inviting me. This is like my 15th or so job. I very much enjoyed Juan and the series. I play Fiona, the sixth kid, I believe, in Juan. I also played Frank in the later series episodes.
How has your career been since you left Juan?
Oh, fabulous. Oh, I've been to Paris and Broadway. I even went to Brazil. I got interviewed for many shows after that, and I even have my own life series coming out soon. Make sure to check that out.
Do you feel like you were treated correctly based on your level of stardom?
Well, I believe that I should have gotten way more screen time. I know that I wasn't in the first one, but I was in the second one, but I didn't have any lines. That's horrible, right?
Weren't you a baby at that time?
Okay, look, babies can get lines too.
I played, I think technically background character 4, as well as background character 6, 7, and 14. They were pretty good roles to start out. It was really where I got my career started off. It was a hit series, A lot of fans, a lot of views. And with that amount of fame, it was just like my characters, I need to keep them up, I need to keep them fresh.
You also acted as the stunt double multiple times for characters such as Tuo and Juanita. What was it like playing those iconic characters?
Tuo. That one was an extra to the contract. I didn't know I was going to be playing him till day of. I just heard stunt double, and then I was out there in almost my birthday suit, as they say, which they didn't mention in the fine line.
Make sure I can see through these frames. These are Gucci, by the way. How many? I don't think anybody else in the cast owns glasses. Ray-Bans, $45.
You were in the extremely popular series Juan back in the day.
Yeah, so like instantly jumping off of that, I started a crypto project. It's a great time on set. You can come up from places like that and still have like a perfect life. I now live in a pretty nice apartment building, East Side, Beverly Hills, one of my 3 apartment buildings. Because I've just been like day trading, put it all in Ethereum. 30 days, 60 days, 90 days. 30 days of day trading, 60 days of NFT investment, 90 days of communing. Yeah, the movie was, yeah.
You were the one who played the character of Tree.
Yes. Quite an artistic role. One of my favorites. When I saw the character of Tree, I really grasped the subtlety of the whole role. And when you take it at what is a tree and what is a man, that's when you really understand where the direction was.
They say that you look similar to...
Yes, I think that had something to do with it. The opposite of what Juan is. Would it not be a tree?
So what was it like being in the hit series Juan since such a young age? What does being in such a widely successful series have to do with...
It really bumped up my like Twitter ads. You should add me on Twitter, Classic Day Trader 25. I bought in Splook. Have you heard of money sign Splook? It's popping off. A friend of Elon tweeted about it. Go Elon.
And it was really the butt on the head that really made that character hard to play. I had to stay in character during that, which really took a toll on me. No bonus, not a single extra bit of appreciation for the actor of going the extra mile through that.
What if we got Juan NFTs? Imagine, minted, fresh Juan NFT.
What do you say when you meet people who have been such fans of your work on the Juan series?
Oh yeah, like fans of my work. Yeah, a lot of them really like my tweets. Most of my tweets are associated with like keeping it real.
It was, I wouldn't say dangerous, but not safe. Most of it was fine line. I didn't know what I was going to be doing until day of most of the days. It was really hard to keep a family going when I didn't know when I was going to have work and what I was going to be doing.
I heard that some of the sets were a little controversial. They filmed on was it a mosquito farm?
Again, fine line,
Oh yeah, it was messed up. I mean, like the farm we were at was like infested.
They breed mosquitoes there. Okay, and so tiger mosquitoes, the main mosquito species in Maryland, and their bite swells and itches like a burn. And we were filming in that location when the net broke. So 32, I think, 1,000 mosquitoes got let out. Did I get compensation? No.
What was your method to get into character? So you missed one of the Juan episodes.
Yeah.
Is that correct? What were you doing during that time?
I was doing rehab. Amphetamines are not as good as NFTs. My portfolio, especially after the movie, fantastic. $30, $60, $5 now. I bought this in though. I was in on the ground up. There's my wizard. This one's Greg. Greg from the Greg series actually. This one's Stoned Carrot. I don't think I'm ever gonna sell this guy. I feel like so much emotional and spiritual attachment to him. Like, it would be like so right-wing woke of me to sell this. And this is just a normal carrot. I fucking hate this one. Flippin'. I'm sorry. Yeah. What was the question again?
What's with your very long beard that you have? I thought that was actually just for the role.
Oh, no, this is mine. I keep this. This is my elegant, natural look. It was in my contract that I must keep it on set. I have never shaved, ever. As you can see, this leads to a lot of old man roles or wizards.
114 degrees to save money, and I'm out there in a wig. The only call I get outside of this was a call from PBS to play a mailbox that had one line. Guess what the line was? Mail's here.
I did this thing where we brought up homeless people and we would actually give them free cryptocurrency, as much as they wanted, up to 300 Ethereum per. I was rolling at that time. Stocks are dead right now, so coming off the movie and like really interacting with fans has been like, it's great. Get a lot of DMs on Twitter at me.
Half the time, they paid me in coupons for Big Lots. They don't sell food there. I have a beautiful wife. I have 4 lovely kids. The industry doesn't want me to succeed. They're after me.
It gave me a good idea though for another startup. I'm trying to get really in on like startups, and you know how like the Juicero popped off? It's like that, but instead of like juice, we're like crushing bugs into like a bar, and then we can give it to people. Really helping the community.
Have you gotten sat on? A man's behind on your head. I came home from work. Said, Daddy, what'd you do today? I couldn't say I got sat on by a man. I couldn't look my wife in the eye for a week.
What was it like, being on such a difficult filming schedule?
Difficult? I would say enriching, truly. When you're in an environment such as that, it really brings out the raw humanity.
What about your castmates? Are any of them into these NFTs?
I tried to sell them on the idea, but one of them's like a Jehovah's Witness. or like in prison or going to be in prison, which like I respect it, the hustle.
I won big one time. I did after one of the shoots where I actually got something. I went down to live casino, right? I hit. When you owe so many people so much money, you need to hit big, but you need to do it consistently. Good stuff. That was a good day. It was a good day. We ate that night.
Oh. Yo, I gotta take this real quick. Can I get a moment? Yo, Devin, why are you crying? Devin, what do you mean it crashed, Devin? Devin, sell it now. Empty the portfolio as soon as... Cut the camera. Empty the portfolio now, as soon as you can, Devin. Devin, you imbecile! Don't call this number again! Oh, sorry, that was a close friend.
We're probably gonna have to wrap this up.
Oh, we're gonna have to wrap it up, yeah, because it's just me, Mr. Extra. Now, I was in every movie, the same as the main guy, the big kahuna, as they say. I played just as many characters as he did, maybe more. They're trying to repo my car, take my house, take my kids away from me because I can't provide for them. There's nothing good that's come of this. Every single time I go on set, I don't know what I'm gonna do that day. I was hanging off of a bridge for my life at one point, and I was hanging off a bridge to provide for my family.
How was it working with your fellow, castmates?
It was okay. Some of them were very, let's just say, interesting. I don't understand it. Why would they ever want regular human beings with feelings and emotion to ever have the opportunity to make it big in this industry if all they do is treat them like some kind of sack dummy?
Well, I think that you're gonna have to go home now.
Oh, my home.
We have limited time.
My home, my one bedroom, no bathroom apartment. I hope they see it. I hope the industry sees it. I hope they see what they do to people. Oh my, I can't keep doing this. I walked here. It was 14 miles. What are my kids gonna think of me?
Security?
Thank you, everybody who has made me such a big star today. I am very thankful.
What was Juan like in real life? Such a famous name. What was he like behind the scenes?
She was like Juan.
Would you say that Juan was a method actor?
Sure.
Do you have anything else you would like to add to your adoring fans?
Be as fabulous as me.
Yo, is like the guy gonna be here, by the way? Like that guy?
Most, I don't think, understood the message. The main actor, however, I've never met quite an actor such as that. Elegant, sophisticated, subtle, artistic, true Da Vinci of the arts.
He's not really done anything since his role as Juan, but he was so renowned for his time playing that character. Why do you think that is?
Are most geniuses not considered eccentric?
You got something for us, right? You got to share something with us, right? This has been such a saga. Just a few words, one word, in fact. All right, welcome back. This is the first time you've been seen since the iconic series ended. How are you doing?
Juan.
I heard that you haven't been in any other projects since. Was this your magnum opus?
Juan.
What was it like, committing to this role?
Juan.
A lot of people have wondered for a long time. Maybe you can clear this up. Does Juan play Juanita, or is Juanita a separate actress?
Juan.
You must have made a lot of money being a part of the series. What have you been doing with the fame and the perks?
Juan, Juan, Juan. Juan, 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 Juan. Juan, 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 Juan. Juan, Juan, Juan. Juan.
You've been in and out of the news for a variety of things since your time in the series. What do you have to say about the people, questioning your life after the series?
Juan, 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 Juan. Juan, 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 Juan. Juan. Juan.
What would you say to your adoring fans who've been wanting to hear from you? What would you say to inspire, in fact, the next generation of actors out there?
Juan. Juan. Juan, 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 Juan. 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 The meaning. Well, if you look at what Sundance had to say, they thought it meant richness and the subtle art of humanity and its depths. Love, chaos, death, art, truly. The 12-minute standing ovation, I would say, really sold it.
Yo, so like, could I maybe get a ride? That's that was like the third Uber that is canceled on me. I live like 3 hours from here. If you're okay with like, give me a ride, I'd really appreciate it. Like the Cyber bus is not out yet. That's a California exclusive, so like, can't really like get a ride, and I can't get in a taxi because I don't want them to like jack my. I got a USB with like 30K and like associated coins on some of my wallets, and I don't want like a taxi driver to like reverse stick me up. But yeah, could I get a ride like from maybe one of you guys? I got a podcast to attend.